Allen police say two brothers killed four family members before killing themselves over the weekend.
Hey, what's going on there?
I just stabbed myself and I killed my two children.
You stabbed yourself and killed your two children?
Mm-hmm.
Police went to their home early this morning after a friend of the family found a rambling suicide note online.
Reddit, known as the front page of the internet, has been a platform for diverse interactions and communities. It is among the most popular social media platforms worldwide. Today's video also revolves around some of these real-life cases of Reddit users who are involved in disturbing crimes. Carl Harold, also known as Carl H., began his Reddit journey on November 9, 2006. Carl seemed like a helpful and knowledgeable individual within the online community. However, behind this facade of kindness and expertise lurked a dark and disturbing reality. On September 25, 2009, Carl took a significant step by creating a subreddit called Carl H. Programming. This decision was influenced by the dominance of programming-related topics on Reddit from 2006 to 2009, as mentioned in Wikipedia. It turned out to be a brilliant move on his part. Through his subreddit, Carl dedicated himself to providing free programming lessons for beginners to advanced learners. As a result, his subreddit gained immense popularity and recognition. After a successful subreddit, Carl launched a blog called ComputerScienceForEveryone.com. Through this platform, he regularly shared insightful articles about programming and other computer-related topics. Additionally, he ventured into the realm of YouTube, creating videos that proved to be immensely beneficial for aspiring programmers. As a result, his YouTube channel garnered an impressive 34,000 subscribers.
There you go, and that's how you do it. So just to recap all that I just did, apparently in the back of my mind I thought I did this, but I didn't. So alright, so here we go.
On July 26, 2012, Carl received the esteemed title of Redditor of the Day, a highly coveted recognition during that era of Reddit, as a result of helping others on Reddit. During his time as the Redditor of the Day, Carl interacted with users by responding to their inquiries. In one of his replies, he amusingly conveyed his love for spending quality time with his family, a remark that would later expose its ironic nature. In November 2013, Carl's online presence vanished without a trace. His YouTube channel, website, and Reddit account went silent, leaving followers puzzled. Concerned comments flooded his last post, asking about his well-being and return. Meanwhile, in Alabama, the FBI discovered explicit media files involving a 9-year-old boy, which led to the revelation that he had been held captive and abused by two men, including his father, who turned out to be none other than the Reddit's programming genius, Carl H. It was revealed that his own child was being held captive for 8 months in his basement, subjected to unspeakable abuse and exploitation with his partner, Charles Donovan. The boy endured almost 2 years of torture before Carl and his partner were arrested. Carl's reputation suffered greatly as a result of these events. Carl and his partner Charles were indicted on 30 charges. Despite the FBI's efforts to bring him to justice, Carl Harold chose to avoid facing the consequences of his actions by taking his own life by hanging himself from the roof of his cell before facing the trial. After Harold's death, the case went cold and lost public interest. But on July 2, 2016, Carl surprised everyone by posting on his subreddit. He claimed to have escaped prison, revealed his true identity, and announced his intention to revive his website. He admitted to faking his death and living in Russia. Carl promised to provide evidence through an Ask Me Anything session. However, he faced offensive remarks and chose not to respond. Soon after, Carl vanished from the internet, never to be seen or heard from again. The story of Galpticose also follows a tragic outcome. Galpticose joined Reddit on September 2, 2017, without showcasing any exceptional accomplishments. Upon examining his Reddit profile, one may notice his love for games and enjoyment of memes. However, his active account showed signs of self-doubt and low self-esteem for over 2 years of period. In a post about his struggles with depression, Galpticose opened up about his depressive state in high school days and how incomplete assignments affected his class performance. In one of his posts, he jokingly wished his parents had been stricter, calling himself useless. Despite openly sharing his thoughts on Reddit, no one could have predicted the sinister thoughts lurking in his mind. Over time, his posts about self-hatred continued. When asked about the most disheartening moment in life on Ask Reddit, Galpticose revealed his internal struggles. Despite having a supportive family and a comfortable home, he felt incapable of solving his problems and suffered silently, desperately needing the help that never came. The consequences of this lack of assistance were unimaginably severe. The Tauheed family initially settled in New York before relocating to Allen, a suburb of Dallas. Tauheedul, the father, was employed in the field of IT, while his wife, Iron, took care of the household and their children. Farbin, the only daughter and a twin to her brother, Farhan, had recently accepted a full scholarship to attend New York University. The grandmother, who originated from Bangladesh, had intended to return home but was unable to do so due to the ongoing pandemic. Farhan Tauheed, a 19-year-old younger son, was 2 years younger than his older brother, Tanvir Tauheed. Despite not performing well academically, he succeeded in securing university admission. Nevertheless, he encountered difficulties midway through the year and chose to withdraw, ultimately returning to his family residence in Texas. Farhan spent his time playing games such as Portal and Fortnite, with his online alias being Galpticose, a name he had chosen when he started playing Roblox. Dealing with depression, Farhan did not seek professional help early on. Although the person he confided in did not provide much assistance, he eventually received a diagnosis and medication, offering hope for improvement in his life. Farhan and his brother developed a 3D graphics engine together, which he took pride in. This motivated him to consider returning to college. However, his self-loathing held him back. He found solace in watching The Office, but felt empty when it ended. Farhan opened up to his brother about his depression, only to find out his brother was also struggling. They made a pact to end their families' lives if their depression did not improve in a year. But a year seemed too long, so the agreement changed to just a month, resulting in many posts being shared in his final months. The brothers prepared for their last day together, with Tanvir easily buying a firearm and admitting to lying on the application. On April 5, 2021, authorities were alerted to a disturbing note posted online by Farhan, confessing to suicide and murdering his family.
Police went to their home early this morning after a friend of the family found a rambling suicide note online.
A friend who saw the suicidal letter on Instagram reached the police for a wellness check, but it was all too late. Law enforcement found a gruesome scene of blood and bodies scattered throughout the house, including Farhan's grandmother. In 2009, Jason and Brandy Worley had their first child, Tyrell Daniel Clinton Worley. Their daughter, Charlie Rose Jean Worley, was born in 2013. However, their idyllic life changed in 2015 when Jason suspected Brandy of cheating after she put a password on her phone. Upon confrontation, she claimed it was for a surprise home office with her neighbor's help, but Jason became suspicious. He couldn't find solid evidence as she used an auto-delete program to hide her tracks. Jason installed tracking software on his wife's phone, where he found suggestive texts between Brandy and her neighbor on her phone and collected more evidence of their affair. He finally confronted them with Brandy and Jason Worley's neighbor admitting they were cheating. After discovering the affair, Jason was determined to divorce Brandy, leading to their separation. He alleged that his wife had coerced him by informing their children that he had evicted her and threatened to use his past suicide attempt against him in court to prevent him from seeing their children. Despite his uncertainty, Jason decided to stay married to avoid causing pain to their young children, aged 6 and 2. Unfortunately, suspicions of her infidelity lingered even after they reconciled. After sharing his suspicions of infidelity and decision to stay married on Reddit under the username Jason in Hell, Jason received numerous responses from online users advising him to divorce or seek couples counseling. Despite suggesting counseling to his wife, she declined, leading Jason to request a divorce on November 15, 2016. Tragically, their story took a devastating turn 2 days later when Brandy fatally stabbed their children and attempted suicide by stabbing herself in the neck. After Brandy killed her children, she immediately called her mother for help, who told her to call 911.
Montgomery County 911, where's your emergency?
203 South Madison Street,
In what town?
Darlington.
Hey, what's going on there?
I just stabbed myself and I killed my 2 children.
You stabbed yourself and killed your 2 children?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and what's your name?
Brandy Worley.
Brandy explained that she didn't want her husband to have custody of their kids because he had asked for a divorce. Police later discovered that Jason, the father, was sleeping in the basement due to their strained relationship during the whole incident. He only woke up when Brandy's mother found the lifeless bodies and started screaming. Jason was devastated by the loss of his children, who were tragically taken by his wife Brandy to prevent him from gaining custody during their divorce. Brandy was arrested, received medical treatment, and was held at Montgomery County Jail awaiting trial. She initially pleaded not guilty, but later changed her plea. In 2018, she was sentenced to 120 years in prison for the murders. After Brandy's trial, Jason kept a low profile but shared some updates on Reddit. In his final post after Brandy's sentencing, he revealed his struggles after losing custody of his kids. He turned to alcohol and considered suicide, leading to hospitalization and a job loss. With his family's help, he was able to turn his life around, returning to work as a software engineer and deleting his Reddit post when the story went viral. In closing, these cases underscore the complexities of human behavior and the potential dangers of online platforms like Reddit when individuals with underlying issues engage in harmful activities. It serves as a reminder of the importance of mental health awareness programs, early intervention, and support to prevent such tragic outcomes in the future. Thank you for joining us in today's video. Share your valuable thoughts in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe for more intriguing content like this. Until we meet again, goodbye.